Hello, Simon Keeling here. Thursday the 27th of October. Got a forecast here for you for the weekend, and it doesn't look too bad for the weekend, particularly given that it's October, but I think we're going to have some problems across the south of the country with mist and fog, problems towards the west of the country with rain and stronger winds. Here's the charts from the Met Office from westwind.ch, and this is for midday tomorrow, so midday Friday. See that weak front that's over the southeast of England? I think that's going to be bringing some cloud, maybe one or two spots of rain through the day to East Anglia in the southeast. But I think the main feature for England and Wales on Friday morning is going to be one of fog. I think there could be some really dense fog around that may well be slow to clear places and may struggle to clear some through the day. Some very light winds. Notice how we've got virtually no isobars, so some very dense fog patches to be aware of. If you're travelling some distance tomorrow, just be aware of that. Very low cloud as well, 200 and 300 foot cloud bases, perhaps even lower than that. So certainly is going to be a problem in the morning with visibility across England and Wales. Western parts of Scotland, western parts of Ireland affected by these fronts, which will bring more cloud and some outbreaks of rain. Stronger winds too here, south to south southwesterlies, probably blowing at 6s over western coast of Scotland, perhaps even touching a 7 over the western coast of Ireland. Nearer south to south southwesterlies at 3s and 4s running up the Irish Sea, elsewhere nearer force 1. So really is going to be very light winds. Overnight Saturday, still got this weak front that's lying through the middle part of England, bringing some cloud, but you can still see how we've got some light winds and right the way across England and Wales really. So again, we could be staying misty, murky, possibly even foggy through these areas overnight into Saturday. For the west though, occluded front coming through Scotland and Ireland, bringing some shower outbreaks of rain here. Into Saturday itself, so the occluded front edges slowly eastwards. It really is a weak affair by then across northwest England, Wales and southwest England. I think could still be some fog patches in the far southeast, but the wind's starting to pick up, so tending to clear those away. And then an increasingly strengthening cold front coming into Western Ireland and Western Scotland. Some hefty bursts of rain here with a strengthening southwest wind at 5s and 6s across these western coasts, nearer 3s and 4s down towards the southeast. Now cloud bases for Saturday probably lifting, so if you're flying on Saturday, better. I think 1500 to 2000 foot cloud base lifting to 3000 feet across central and eastern England. Nearer a 1500 foot base close to this front, but then lifting to 2000 feet behind. But then watch out for some embedded QNIM as this cold front comes in with bases back down to 12 or 1500 feet in rain. If you're sailing, really not bad conditions. It's just going to be breezier out towards the west in a southwesterly 6. For the east, southwesterlies at 3s and 4s. Overnight to Sunday, that front clears eastward so that by Sunday morning it's off southeastern coast of the country. But further west we've got another front coming in, bringing further cloud and rain to western Scotland and western Ireland. Southwesterly force 5 to 6 here. But elsewhere southwesterlies force 4s, locally of 5 on these western coasts. But improved visibility for much of England, Wales and eastern Scotland. And I think also improved cloud bases at 2 to 3000 feet, although down at 500 feet in rain across western Scotland and the western part of Ireland. Let's put a bit of detail on it for you then. This is Friday 1500, so tomorrow afternoon. Here's the ridge of high pressure look through England and Wales. Here the front's out towards the west. Watch what happens as we go through overnight into Saturday morning. Still light winds down here to the south, so this is why I'm still warning of this risk of mist and fog lingering through these areas with low cloud. But further north and west, outbreaks of rain coming in on this strengthening southwesterly wind. The isobars closer together here. For Saturday itself, it's going to be this front that lies down here that brings more outbreaks of rain for western Scotland, much of western parts of Ireland too. I think some drizzle on these western coasts of England and Wales, some low cloud there as well, but across the eastern coast, over the eastern areas, it looks as if things should improve with the cloud bases slowly lifting. Through Saturday afternoon, so the front slowly spread southeastwards. There it is, look, going through overnight, weakening all the time, but the main feature is this southwesterly wind which picks up by Sunday morning, probably getting up to 5s for many western areas, 6s down to the south. And in fact by Sunday afternoon we're looking at another area of rain coming into western Scotland, western Ireland. This is that strengthening front coming back in for the evening, bringing stronger winds and some pretty hefty spells of rain towards the west. So overall, it's not a bad weekend really. We've got to watch for mist and fog, but the afternoons look as if they'll improve on Saturday and on Sunday too for England and Wales. Always this threat of stronger winds and outbreaks of rain affecting western coasts and western hills. Okay, hope that's been useful for you. Do keep the sun shining, and remember that this forecast is paid for by the advertisers you see around the page here. It's them that mean that this forecast can stay free of charge. So if you do see an advert that you like, do click on it and show your support for the site and for the advertiser. Thanks again for watching, and keep the sun shining.